Look, that's a good Villanova team. I know what the record is. I've watched the 4 games that I watched. I actually think Kylie Watson's absence really helped them become kind of the Villanova-Drexel team that I know Denise loves to coach. And Kylie's a great player. We were very worried about her, but being able to add Ryan Allen back in really gave us some matchup problems, having another shooter out there on the floor. So I give them a lot of credit. They executed their game plan. They came in here and really punched us in the mouth. So I give them a lot of kudos. Congrats, Coach Dillon. She said we're never playing again. I said that's right, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens.
You can't quit each other. But, we've talked a lot about this team playing defense with a different style, and it can be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
Does it make you a little more vulnerable to teams like Villanova and George Mason that shoot it really well from 3?
Yeah, we just got to get better at it. I'm looking up there. Our goal was to hold them 5 or less 3-pointers today, and they just broke our back when we did make a couple mistakes. And some of that was not executing what we wanted to do. Some of it was they just hit a tough one. But no, it's fine with me in a sense of it's like exposing us, right? So we didn't have a lot of these opportunities before, like a Belmont, right? And Belmont was banging threes, right? Probably their program record of 3, so pretty close to it. But no, I don't think that's necessarily the case. I think we've got to do a better job because, to me, there was a good amount of threes in transition, and I think can you cut that 12 to 8, right, by just doing a better job in transition defense? But honestly, Shane, maybe. I just don't. I think we didn't have it today. It doesn't mean we played awful or anything like that. We just didn't. We weren't totally locked into what we were trying to do, and the mistakes we made. That you're getting to this point in the schedule here where if you make some mistakes, you're playing teams that are going to make you pay for that, and they're not going to clank one off the back rim. They're going to make you pay. So I don't know the actual true answer to that. Possible, but I don't think so. I think it was more of our self-inflicted wounds today with on the defensive end.
And talking about the transition defense, I think there was a point pretty far into the second half. You guys only had 7 turnovers, and they had 17 points off turnovers.
Felt it, man.
Yeah. I guess, what do you do to kind of try to improve in that area, or what is the main concern defensively right now?
I mean, for us, the turnovers thing is tough because going into this game, I think we're -9 in turnover margin, which I think is the good sense of that, right? Our turnovers were low. We're causing 21 turnovers a game. And 14 is not an insurmountable amount, right? I've coached teams that I'd be fist pumping at 14, right? So that part is better. They just capitalized, man, and they were way better in transition than I expected them to be. And they hit shots. I mean, shooting 42% from 3, roughly, right? So, like today, I was frustrated today because, to me, this was the first game that we've really talked about effort, and I don't like talking about effort at all during a game, right? I understand that a practice, I got to get them going or something like that, but there was times I saw people on the floor not sprinting and not in a stance, and it's like we're not doing that. And I think again, you're playing a hungry team that's coming off a loss, same as Mason, that was just hungrier than us today, right? And that's not exclusively. It wasn't 1 through, what did we play, 9? It wasn't 1 through 9, but there was a couple times like what's wrong with them right now, right? And so we can't have those. We just don't have the margin to take those plays off. It's got to be full tilt all the time.
And when it comes to shooting threes, and you're going to have some off nights, but are you concerned at all, I guess, at this point where you've had a couple where you haven't shot very well and
yeah, we didn't shoot
necessarily figured out what to do?
I know I could tell you exactly what to do. We didn't do it today. So right, we come out of the third quarter, right, and we're down 10, right, and it's like I know we got to come back, but I've watched Villanova blow a lead against Princeton and a lead against Fairfield, right. Both of those fourth quarters, Fairfield, Princeton beat them by 12. So it's possible that Villanova could cave, right? So, hey, let's do this together, trust each other. What I want the three that you to shoot is I want to get into the paint, drive, kick, knock that down, Shane, right? And we shot 4 threes in 4 possessions. Peyton shot a deep 3, okay? Barnes shot a 3 in our play motion, which could have kept going, right? And the next one, Z shot a 3 in transition, and then Bree shot a 3 on another play. It's like, that was like almost hero threes versus I'm going to touch the paint, maybe get a layup because we had 24 points in the paint. Now we missed some bunnies. We didn't finish well today, but like we'll shoot 8 for 20 if we're shooting drive and kick threes. But if we're just shooting not forced threes, but a little bit of forced threes or non-rhythm threes, I think your percentage goes down naturally. That's what we did today, I thought.
I know you talked a little bit about maybe the effort on the side of things. I know throughout this year you never want to have that wake-up call, but is today maybe the right time to be able to have one of those, knowing that sledding's not getting any easier going into Wednesday?
I mean, I think Mason was our wake-up call, right? Like, we shouldn't need another wake-up call this early. No, I just think what you did was you let a really good opportunity slip out of your hands. I mean, it's too bad because you play all these games, right? And you do these. It's funny. This is the second time this happened. Like the last time we played Villanova home and home, we went up there, won 56-52, and the next year they came down here and beat us 82-78. I believe it was. It's pretty similar. But that's just it. We better not need a wake up call. We have to understand that like our whole goal is to get better. And if we waste this as a learning experience, then I'll be really upset, right? But look, you're not going to win every game, right? So what you have to do is there's value in what we're learning from this, and we better take it. I'll be more upset if we don't take anything from this. But I wouldn't say wake-up call. I wouldn't term it that. It's a learning experience, just like the next next game we play. There'll be a learning experience. Hopefully we win and learn, but sometimes you gotta take it on the chin to learn.
Yeah, I just want to ask about Bree. I think that was a career high today before steals. Just what did you see out of her trying to maybe become a little bit more aggressive out there? Yeah,
I thought we went to her. I thought she was great. I didn't think they could guard her. I didn't want to take her out of the game. I thought she played, and that's one of the things that stinks about the result of this game is like she'll get less shine a little bit because we lost, right? And so like she's worked really hard at her game. She was pumped up for this one. Obviously, her and Basco know each other, but it's just too bad because I do think this is kind of how I saw who we were going to be, where we'll get you with P one day, right? And we'll get you with Barnes one day. Hey, we'll get you with Bree. We'll get you with Zakiah. We'll get you with our inside presence. Hey, Delilah's going to pop off here for 15, right? Kylie showed everybody, right? So that's what I want it to be. It's just there's a part of us finding a rhythm that we're going to have. It's going to take a little time for us to find a rhythm. And part of it, we got some bodies that are banged up. They're still out there, right? So no one knows such and such is banged up because they're out there, right? But they're out there, and I appreciate them being out there and pushing through all that stuff. But it's going to take us some time to get clicking, and it's okay. I'm gonna put my thumb on it and make it happen as soon as it can. But it's going to take us a little bit of time to get really right.